Hello and welcome back. We are doing a Tuesday League of Legends stream here at Forest City High School eSports. Today we'll be playing League of Legends, like I mentioned, against the Greenwood High School Bulldogs. Alright, we are getting started now. They have declared champions. In the top lane, we've got Scion versus our team's Garen, Viego versus our team's Warwick, Pantheon versus our team's Diana, and in the bot lane, Sivir and Seraphine versus our team's Ashe and Lux. Should be a really good game today. Hopefully we're going to be able to actually... Oh, it looks like we're actually going to be able to spectate. Alright, let me get the everything set up. So they've already gone to lane. We have our delay. Should be good to go. Alright, and as always, we'll leave it on directed camera. The match has started. Alright, so a lot of back and forth in the early game, no surprise, a little skirmish on top, just a lot of poke back and forth in bot lane. For this game, we are red side, so we'll be in the top right side of the map for the most part during the early phase of the game, and the Greenwood High School, the other team, they will be blue side, which is bottom left. Alright, Jacob winning a nice fight there in top. David and Syble poking back the enemy bot laners. Okay. Looks like it's pretty even so far. David's taken a CS lead of almost double the other bot laner, but other than that, we're pretty even across the board. Emma has actually fallen behind in CS against the Pantheon, but Emma mid lane with a little hop in fight. But here comes Kylan. Pantheon is about to get ganked. Will he make it? Oh, flashes with him. When Warwick hits that skill, I believe he moves with him. And Emma scoring, let's see. Kylan scored first blood. All right, the other team blue team's bot lane is basically stuck under tower right now. Kylan going for a one-on-one in the jungle, secures the kill. Kylan taking a early lead with 2 kills. And pushing the other team's the blue team's Viego back to base. So now that's his jungle is now Kylan's to claim, and looks like the other blue team's bot lane is struggling to survive. They should probably recall here with their 80 carry low on mana, and both of them being so low on health. Looks like they're deciding to stay in so they can maintain their wave. And they have Viego supporting in the background, so that makes sense, I guess. They just have to play it very safe. Playing safe against the Lux Ashe combo in bot is not easy, though. A lot of control and a lot of damage. Even with Viego nearby, it doesn't take much to poke him out. And here comes Viego to support. Oh, Pantheon navigated down from mid. Surprising David, catching him off guard, but looks like he's able to walk away. All right. You always got to keep in mind there's a reason people do things. They stuck around in bot lane because they knew their mid laner and their jungler were on the way. They did still lose Seraphine. I think she still went down, but they were at least able to back off David and Syble's advance. Alright, navigating up to top lane. Checking in on Jacob and the blue team Scion. Alright. Just a little bit of back and forth from top. Now we're in mid with Emma and the blue team's Pantheon. Alright, Emma farming under tower after getting pushed back by the Pantheon and back to bot lane. Now that both sides have returned, bot lane's back at full power. We'll see how the next few minutes go down here. Syble casting a spell through the bush to check to see if the other team was in there, but she just barely misses her skill. Right. Jacob being pushed back to tower by Scion. Right, looks like David and Syble have managed to push back the blue team's bot lane. That Pantheon combo can be hard to counter if you're not prepared for it. When he jumps on top of you like that, he's immune to damage from the direction his shield is facing. So he jumps on her, stuns her, hits her with as many auto attacks and combos as he can, then throws up that shield, which continues to damage whoever's in front of him while preventing them from damaging him, and Emma just taking a ton of damage in that exchange. Now we're back, but looks like Kylan's here to help back off the Pantheon. He's not phased by Kylan's presence, and then Kylan has to retreat immediately afterwards. So Pantheon stays in lane. We're back to bot. David and Syble keeping the pressure on down here in bot lane. Ooh, David landing one of his skill shots on the support. Alright, the directed camera is just trying to find us. We're just everywhere the action is at. Let's see here. We're back in bot lane where they're being pushed back under tower. Blue team's being pushed under tower. It'll probably keep us phasing back down here as long as David and Syble continue to advance on the blue team's bot lane. Kylan taking red buff in the jungle. He'll probably look for an invade most likely with his kill lead. Alright, they pushed in the wave. Looks like they're backing now in the bot lane. Emma's still taking those trades with Pantheon. They're both low on health. So Pantheon is considered a fighter, but he can do just as much burst damage as any normal assassin can. So both players here are very risky. Oh, and Kylan was there, but he misses, and Emma still secures the kill. All right, Pantheon playing it way too dangerous, and Kylan was there to punish. I think even if his skill didn't land, just his very presence there definitely probably unnerved the Pantheon, and I think that probably helped Emma secure the kill. Right. Looks like Viego returned to mid to help clear out the wave for his fallen Pantheon. All right, Scion and Jacob just back and forth up here in the top lane. They're just casual farming up there, but Jacob does have a significant lead over the Scion, 36-51 in CS, so that's looking good. CS, for those of you at home, it refers to creep score. It's the number of minions that they use to secure the last hit against. It's important for building gold. And right now, even though there's no kill difference in top lane, Jacob does have more power. Now that being said, he has not backed for items, so both the top lane tanks are just sitting on all that gold. Right, looks like our team will secure the first dragon if nothing goes wrong, but Pantheon is there. He is probably looking for a steal with his Q. If Pantheon's Q hits at below a low enough threshold, it will execute and get the kill. Blue team steals the Drake from right beneath our grass. That's tough. But we are still up 5 kills and looks like just under a 2K or 3K gold lead. So Pantheon returns the lane on Emma, and Jacob makes a massive advance against the Scion. He's looking to score a kill, but it looks like Scion will probably get away. Yep, Jacob takes a tower shot, but the Scion does get away. All right, nice root on the blue team's support. Jacob re-engaging the Scion, who's now low health. If he continues to overstretch his distance from tower, he will not be able to escape. So Jacob secures the kill with his ultimate, and then Scion, using his passive, reanimates to try and do a little bit more damage, and looks like he falls in front of minions. So. All right, still pushing that bot lane in, trying to secure some tower plating. Ooh, they take a little bit of damage there, and David and Syble are backed off. All right, looks like the blue team bot lane is looking to secure some damage there. Pantheon just comes ulting in with his ultimate ability. All right, but they don't secure any kills or any major advances with it, so that's good on our team. And they know Pantheon is most likely navigating back up, and bot lane will now back. So looks like they're going to reset bot lane with this move, but Kylan's down there. Will he interfere with the back? Oh, and he does. He is going after the Seraphine. Will he get the kill? He secures the kill on Seraphine. She takes too long to back. That was also a very unsafe backing, being in the middle of the lane like that. There was no protection if she was caught out, exactly like she did. That was a nice play by Kylan there. Jacob going in for another kill. He probably won't be able to kill the Scion, but he'll at least be able to get him low enough to advance under tower with his minions. Right now we are up 7 kills and just under a 4K gold lead. So now they just got our team just has to push this lead and carry it home, and they'll be in good shape. Jacob still has not backed, so he is sitting on all of his gold. None of that has been translated into items, giving him an item power spike. So he is playing off of just his level advantage alone. Oh, all right. He engages on the Scion and secures another kill using his ult. Garen is a solid champ. Scion reanimating with his passive once again to just do some minion damage. All right, Pantheon using his Q to just poke out Emma in the mid lane. Oh, Kylan invading mid. He flashes out of the way. Very nice play by the other team's Pantheon. That definitely would have secured a kill for either Kylan or Emma if he'd landed that ult. All right, they were able to push back Syble and David, or they retreated. Oh, looks like Viego is looking for an invade on bot, helping out his bot lane team. All right, Pantheon is returning to mid, so we'll probably expect something going on there here in a second. Oh, with Viego coming in, so Kylan is ganking in top lane while Viego is ganking in mid lane. We've actually got 2 fights going here, but the directed camera can only do so much. All right, and looks like Emma gets away in the mid lane. Right, Emma's backing now, so they'll probably take some serious tower damage in mid lane. But right now we are directed towards bot lane for what looks like could end up being a kill if they don't play more conservatively and consider backing very soon. Oh, the enemy team is taking the Rift Herald here, and Kylan and David are looking to steal. They've already stolen the Drake from us, so securing this Rift Herald could be really critical. But if they can't put any damage on the Rift or the other team... Oh, who stole that? Who got that? I did not see. Oh, Kylan gets deleted by the Pantheon. And let's see here. I'm not sure who got the Rift Herald. I don't see any inventory items in any inventories. But, ooh, they're able to turn that into a kill on Jacob. That was a massive loss for our team. And the okay, we did secure the Rift Herald, so that's definitely a plus. The gold lead has shrunken down to under a 3K gold lead, so they are making a slight comeback. We have to continue to push our lead if we want to pull out a win. With that Rift Herald in tow, that can net us a lot of gold. And looks like... Oh, no. What? I swear I'm seeing things. Okay, I was confused. Viego turned into Garen. That's why I was confused. The other team did secure the Rift Herald. I was so confused. I was looking at the portraits in the item inventory, and I saw a picture of Garen holding the Eye of the Rift Herald. But no, that is in fact Viego. It probably changed to a portrait of Garen when he used his ultimate ability to steal Garen's power. I just did not realize that at all. All right, Kylan getting a kill in bot lane with his nice invade while I was just completely losing track of what I was doing. Oh, is Kylan going to be able to get away? Securing that last hit gets him the health to walk away from the Pantheon, who is very dangerous right now. Oh, that Q might execute, but Kylan walks away. Very nice little fight in bot lane. All right, Jacob putting on some tower damage after recovering from that death in the Rift Herald pit. He has taken a lot of tower shots, getting his health way lower than it needs to be. Looks like if things keep going the way they're going, though, we'll secure 2 towers and will give us a major advance. Oh, blue team with the Drake kill. So while we are ahead in gold and we are ahead in kills, they are ahead in objectives. So can we turn our kill and gold lead into power, or will their objective strength just be too much for us? Can David? Oh my gosh, David just gets deleted in the bot lane by Viego and Seraphine. All right. Slowly but surely, they are making a comeback. We're going to have to capitalize more on our lead. Looks like Jacob finally bought him some items, so he's not running around with more gold than he has item power. All right, will he be able to do something with this lead on Sion? They both flash, and he secures a kill with his ultimate. I don't know why he's running away. Sion reanimates with his passive once again, but Jacob's already too far away. All right. The blue team bot lane pushing forward, but not really pushing too close. Probably they want to stay within they're waiting on the Viego, most likely. Jacob continues to push his top lane because that's what he does. He's on the island, and he is just pushing it all the way to its conclusion. Meanwhile, Viego invades the bot lane with his Eye of the Rift Herald. They're looking to make some serious headway in the bot lane right now. Oh, Syble with a really nice root, just delaying that Rift Herald. But will they be able to pop the Eye? That's the question. And looks like they got it. I think it died, but we switched away. Viego going for a gank in the back lane. Okay, so the Rift Herald is down now. Viego did not commit to his invade. Looks like he's regrouping with Pantheon, not really sure. And Jacob pushing the Sion all the way back to the tier 3 blue tower. Just nice and casually evading that Sion skill there. Alright, Kylan was hovering nearby, but decides to disengage from what's going on in in top lane. Alright, here comes Viego. Oh, Pantheon looking for a gank. Jumps on Jacob, but can he get away? Garen is very, very good at getting away. Jacob may have taken a bit off a little more than he could chew with that fight. Oh, but it looks like Kylan's right there. If they over-engage, maybe he can capitalize on it. Oh, 3 of them are there. Sion rushing in. I think that is Jacob's death. The presence of Sion really turned that fight around. And now Kylan's going to try and get away from the 3v1 there. That's not a winning fight. Yeah, Scion's ultimate there really messed Jacob up and turned that little fight around. And then Pantheon ulting in on Emma, preventing her from doing any more tower damage in mid. And Emma flashes away. Oh, but Viego's there to engage. I don't know. Emma may make it away. Kylan coming back to punish the Scion. And he is dead. Emma barely walking away. But she did walk away. And Kylan having to run away from that reanimated Scion. And before he finally falls. Emma backing in mid after that gank from Viego. All right, Jacob's returning to lane. Emma's getting her health back, and bot lane is going to push up. All right, Viego securing him a red buff before most likely going down bot. Yep, looks like he's heading bot now. He's going to help engage. Oh, but he was spotted out by a ward, so they should be aware of his presence, and they are backing now. So excellent play by our bot lane duo, David and Syble. All right. Kylan spotting out a ward in the mid lane bush, on the bot side bush. I think he saw it drop, actually. He probably saw it get placed because he hit it before he used his stealth ward. Whoop. Jacob just playing around those Scion abilities and then punishing with his own. Very nice exchange, putting him at half health. He will likely get away, but oh, securing the kill, and then Pantheon just didn't want anything to do with it. He's actually backing in the top lane blue jungle. All right, and that's another death in bot lane. We have a pretty powerful lead once again. They were bridging that gap there for a bit, but it looks like the team's been able to regroup and start pushing their advantage again. Oh, Syble taking an unnecessary tower shot. Oh, Emma getting jumped by Viego in mid. Can she fight him off? Oh, not with Pantheon joining in. If Pantheon... Oh, and Emma dies to the Viego in mid. He steals her ability and then moves on. He is now a Diana. So when Viego gets a kill, he can steal the soul of the fighter that he killed. And when that happens, he actually gets their non-ultimate abilities for a short time. And then he can recast his ultimate and then lose the skill. Jacob losing to a 3v1 once again. He didn't learn his lesson from before. Right, and it looks like our team is grouping up in bot lane, looking to take a dragon, I'm guessing, most likely. I missed the ping. I don't know what they're doing right now. They may just be regrouping. Yeah, they're just backing. All right, blue team is on the initiative now. They're going to look to regain some lost ground from the recent pushes. Yep, and they all back to regroup health, and they're going to lose out on this dragon if they don't make it there in time. With the with 3 of them on the dragon, it's going to get deleted. Oh, looks like we had an Ashe ult shot in there just to check things out. They know they're losing the Drake, and it is gone. Right, blue team has secured all 3 Drakes thus far. If they take the next Drake, then the Elder Dragon will begin to spawn, and they'll get the Fire Drake buff, which I believe is just a big damage buff. All right, looks like they're gonna push their presence in mid lane, try and take this tier 3 tower. Tier 3 is a really critical tower because right behind it is the inhibitor, and with the inhibitor you get you can take, when the inhibitor falls, you can have super minions fall in that lane. Pantheon ulting in there to try and back off the team, but he just wasn't enough, and he just gets deleted. And then down goes the tower. Scion ulting in too. They just really want to stop this advance, but it keeps coming back to bite them. Our team just has too much of a presence there. The Pantheon ult was it was an admirable effort, but by himself he just wasn't enough, and he falls. All right, they're going to back after taking that. We now have super minions spawning in mid lane. That lane will now self-push all the way to blue side if they have to have somebody there to answer the constant wave of super minions, or else they'll end up losing even more in their base. So their priority is going to have to be shifted towards mid lane, which allows our team to then spread out and take the other 2 lanes in kind, but they've got to be able to push their advantage. Looks like we got the brother and sister pair, Lux and Garen in bot lane, but Syble being caught out and instantly deleted by 3 members of the other team. Yikes. You have to be more careful. That's where vision is critical. If they'd have known, if they'd had a better idea where they were, they probably could have been more aware of that. David just taking on a fight with Sion in the top lane. He loses the tower, but he takes Sion in response. And he is not going to let him beat up his minions. He's just going to take this reanimated corpse out. And there's Viego having to contend with the super minions down mid. As I was telling you before, the wave just pushes itself now with these minions present. Somebody's going to have to kind of answer that for the rest of the time until their inhibitor respawns and prevents any more super minions from spawning. But at the same time, while Viego handles that, his team is pushing very well. They took our tier 1 bot and our tier 1 top. Let's see if we can press our advantage in the top lane here with Kylan and David side by side. I think there are dominant players. Kylan with 8 kills, David with 5. Both of them sitting on a bounty, so you know the other team wants to take them out for the gold. Alright, looks like they were driven off in top lane. I don't believe there was a death. I think they just backed off from the push, probably to answer another situation on the map. It looks like they both decided to back after pushing top lane. Alright. The blue team is doing a good job of defending themselves in this current state. It looks like Kylan's taking red buff, gonna build up. Alright, Kylan jumping down bot lane to help push this tower. Alright, Kylan taking some tower shots there. He engaged a little too quick, didn't wait for the minions. Oh, the entire team is there, and I think Jacob does not survive this. He shouldn't have turned around. That split second of him turning around was the end for him, and then Syble getting deleted as well. Oh, will Kylan get away? Oh, rush! He used I don't know. I think that was his ult, or it was either his ult or flash. I'm not sure, but it looks like Kylan making it over that barrier allows him to escape. That was a nasty gank in bot lane there, and all the while Sion pushing top alone. We're looking at losing top, and they've been able to hold off the advance of the mid lane. Like I said, mid lane will self-push, so someone will have to be in their base to answer it pretty much constantly until their inhibitor respawns, which should be pretty soon, actually. I don't see a timer for it, but yeah, their inhibitor should be respawning pretty soon. We'll get an auditory message when it does come back. All right, they are spreading out. Looks like they are pinging. I have a feeling they're waiting for the next Drake that spawns in 5 seconds. They are looking at securing their 4th Drake, which will give them a pretty substantial power increase. Our team's a little scattered, so this will be a hard steal for us, because looks like 4 of them are there. Yeah, 4 of them are there, and Sion pushing mid. All right, they have secured the red Drake buff. This will give them more damage. The Infernal Soul, as it's called. The red Drake Soul, or the Drake Soul, or something like that. But yeah, this is the Infernal Soul specifically. It gives their team more damage. So now we're currently sitting on a 2K gold lead, but they have a massive objective lead, and now they have the Infernal Soul. So this game is actually a lot closer than the gold implies. We've been maintaining a lead in kills, but their map presence has been very, very good. All right, Kylan coming in and just surprising the Sion and catching him out. He reanimates, trying to add a little extra damage, but it's not enough, and he goes down. Oh, looks like David's getting engaged by the Pantheon any second now. Here it goes. Pantheon deciding to disengage and take the minions instead, while Kylan and Emma push mid lane. David also pushing bot lane down there as well, so we've got all lanes converging on them. We just gotta, if we can secure another kill here, it'll really help push the lane. The Pantheon, I believe, is the biggest threat. Yeah, he's the biggest threat on their team with 5 kills, but the Viego is definitely nothing to shy at. Oh, I think we just lost 2 people. Yep, we just lost David and Syble in that fight. That was rough. That was just their ability to invade at the worst time has just really improved in their favor. All right, Kylan, Emma, and Jacob getting pushed back in top lane with just an inhibitor just open for the taking. But they knew David and Syble had lost in the bot. They lost that bot lane fight, so they decided to not extend their losses and back. All right, they have. It's really hard to say who the lead really belongs to, because we may have more kills, but the blue team's just their objective power, like having all those drakes and that infernal soul, is definitely it's definitely something that's not being calculated in the gold alone. All right, our team will really have to play around their their two damaging people, which in this case would be the Viego and the Pantheon. If we don't play careful around those two, we risk losing any team fight. All right, we got all four of us here. The Viego, if he'd have gotten caught out and hopped that and jumped, that would have been really beneficial. But that's not. I don't think they spotted him there. Right, their team's staying semi-grouped, so they're staying spread out enough to still like push small nearby objectives, but they're not grouping up so heavy that you can just, it's easy to spot what they're going for. We have Elder Dragon spawning in just over 3 minutes, so it won't be online for quite a while. The Baron buff is available, which would really benefit our team with how much how much we've progressed the map. But it's a risky play. Emma going down in the mid lane, but the Scion going down in the bot lane. He's still putting out damage. Will he? Okay, he does not. He's not able to kill Syble in the process. Their team is all grouped up. The Baron is the next big play on the map, but it's risky to engage on it right now. All right, blue team still grouped up. Scion hasn't recovered yet, and neither has Emma. So right now we're on a 4v4 right now. But Sybil super low on health. Kylan taking blue buff in the red side bot lane, or bot lane jungle. This is a very close game. It's very close. It could go either way at this point. Is scary close. Since I'm invested, I definitely want our team to win, but they are the power gap it's being bridged, and the other team, I think at this point it's safe to say the other team has a little more power, because their team members that do have the kills are using them to secure their leads. Oh, Emma just getting deleted by the Pantheon. Pantheon is just a major problem at this point. If you can't take him out fast and early, it'll probably be on, I would say, Sybil and David to really like lock down and kill that Pantheon at a pretty medium to long range, because anyone else will just get deleted with him if all of his skills are online. Right. They are not even worried about tower. They are looking to secure kills. Uh-oh. Will she make it out? They waited for her to leave, and they walk away. Elder spawning in 49 seconds. Blue team is already looking to secure Elder. That is what they want to end this game with. That's what they're probably going to start building around. They're all going to back now, most likely spend their gold, and then return to lane. This is exactly what they're doing. Jacob getting caught out in top. He is just trying to take that inhibitor, and I think it will cost him his life. Oh, he runs away because Garen is very fast. I think I've said it on stream before. He is really quick. He's hard to catch if you can't lock him down or just constantly apply pressure to him, like they've done in the past with 3v1s. But he was able to just get away just immediately, which secured his escape. Kylan, oh, just taking a really unfavorable fight here, a 3v1, and will he walk away from it? Flashes over the, oh no, ults over the wall. Jacob came right back to that inhibitor. He is going to push that inhibitor. Uh-oh, and I think they're taking Elder Dragon, it looks like. Jacob taking the blue team inhibitor. This lane will now self-push, and they secure the Elder Dragon. This is going to be risky. With the Elder Dragon, they now have an execute on their skills. That's going to make Pantheon even more dangerous than he already was. So, if you look at the gold, we're actually down by just under 2,000 gold. We have actually fallen behind at this point in the game. And they have the Elder Dragon buff. Big fights are very, very risky. Looks like somebody just TP'd away in the bush. Woo, that was risky. Almost got spotted out. They were making it. They were heading his way. All right. So there's not a lot of action right now, but everyone's just waiting that next big fight. Where's it going to take place? Their team's sitting on the Elder Dragon buff. We don't really. Ideally, you don't want to take extended fights with them having that buff, so it's either you jump on them and delete them, or you just got to play around that one power. It's that significant once it enters play. Now, the next Elder Dragon won't spawn again for another 4.5 minutes, but the Baron is still alive, and it looks like Blue Team is kind of navigating that way to see if our team is probably trying to secure it. We are not, but that probably won't stop them from jumping it, because with the Elder Dragon buff, it's risky to take fights. If they last too long and your health gets too low, you will get executed with the power of that buff. Okay, Jacob, he's looking to take that fight with Scion. Scion is 1 in 10 right now. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he does have a lot of mobility and a little bit of CC, depending on the environment. He still can make a powerful play if we're not careful. Putting a lot of damage on Syble just then, the blue team bot lane. All right, and at this point, we're just trying to keep the minions back. Jacob is taking another inhibitor. Oh man, it's gonna be close. I don't think he'll take it before Viego shows up. That was a bad move. I think they all back. He almost took the inhibitor, but now it's just gonna slowly recover its health. But with that play, are they able to get a kill off of the bot lane duo? The blue team bot lane, Kylan going after the Seraphine, catching her out. Now they're going to go after the AD carry. Oh, Pantheon just hopping in there for the 2v1. Oh no, Kylan's about to get deleted. If his health gets too low, he will get executed. There it is. The Viego scoring the kill, and David just doing whatever he can to not die. He just gets deleted by the Pantheon. That was the execute on Pantheon's Q. It is absolutely insane when he has the Elder Dragon buff. And the Elder Dragon will be back online in 2.5 minutes. Considering how this team has played this far, they'll probably look to secure another Elder Dragon. All right, looks like they've got the blue team has their Scion back on the top lane farming from where Jacob took down that inhibitor. Pantheon hopping over with a blast cone, looking to take a kill. Jacob showing up just in time to back the blue team off, but he's going to go down on his own because they've already taken the tier 3 tower. He has nothing to protect himself. Oh, but he's able to walk away, and they're going to take the inhibitor anyway. Yikes. Kylan just picking a fight with the Viego, a shutdown on Viego. All right, we've got 1:30 on the Elder Dragon. And blue team looks like they're already setting up and preparing for it. But I want to say our team is ready. Looks like Kylan is there to kind of spot around, see who's there. Pantheon TPing in the middle of it, gets away. Pantheon's buying some more items. He's looking to increase his power. Right. Looks like Jacob TP'd in the middle of the wave, or backed. All right, Pantheon just looking to just throw out that Q and see what hits. All right, blue team's already pinging it for their team. Elder Dragon spawns in 54 seconds. They're looking to take it. If we don't start preparing around it as well, we will lose the Elder Dragon, and then we'll be right back where we were before. We have fallen down in terms of gold by about 4K. Alright, looks like they are about to start going for the... Oh, whoa! Pantheon just deleting Syble there in the bottom red side jungle. Sorry, that was a little slow. And blue team looking to stop Jacob from taking their inhibitor again. Can we take advantage of this and set up for the Drake? Alright, they're already taking down the Elder Dragon. Will they get the Elder buff again? Kylan looks like he's heading top. Looks like he's looking to secure a kill on the Scion. Oh, they're gonna get the buff for sure. It was an uncontested buff. So far, we have not contested a single one of their Drakes or their 2 Elder Dragons. And I believe that has greatly attributed to their power. They are all backing, and they are just hopping right back in it, ready to push the lanes. We didn't gain an inhibitor or anything, so whew. Looks like they're gonna go for Baron to respond in kind to the Elder Dragon buff with a Baron buff. So Elder Dragon gives a lot of damage to the champions that have it, and is technically better in team fights. The Baron buff, however, is a little different. It helps with map presence. I don't know if it gives any stats directly to the champions. I'm not 100% there, but I know it empowers the minions and makes them stronger and gives them more range. So if you see the purple aura on our minions. Ooh, Emma getting jumped by the Pantheon and deleted by the power of that Elder Dragon buff. Pantheon's Q is just phenomenal right now. Pantheon throwing out another Q. Looks like they just take the tower. They may be going in to finish the game here right now. I'm not sure what's about to happen. They're definitely taking this inhibitor 100%. We've already got super minions pushing in the bot lane. Looks like Scion's pushing the top lane as well. They have made a considerable comeback, whatever you want to say. We are down 4K in gold. They are now clearing out our jungle. They're just trying to starve out our team for resources at this point. They'll take any fight they can get their hands on. Pantheon just waiting to throw that Q and just delete anyone that gets in the way. Oh, there's Pantheon. Just like I said, just ready to take any fight. He deletes Syble with like 70% of her health. The amount of health he has on his on the execute now with that Elder Dragon is just insane. I think Syble and Emma both are just at high kill percentage from the Pantheon Q, possibly David as well. They're all playing rather squishy champs, and Pantheon is just oppressive. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh. All right. All right. All right. Pantheon with a 700 gold bounty, and he's currently sitting at 15 kills. He is the champion to beat right now for our team. If we can take down Pantheon, maybe we can make some plays, but that is not an easy ask. The power of his execute is just completely savage. And then 3 more minutes, there's another Elder Dragon, so as long as we can't contest it, like, he'll just continue to be this oppressive. Oh, Pantheon goes down. David with the shutdown. That's 700 gold in the bank. That was massive. With this, can we do something with Pantheon's 1-minute death timer? And Scion goes down as well. The tower shots should make quick work of his reanimated form. All right, with Pantheon down, like, can we make plays here? Like, can we catch up? Pantheon will be down for, it looks like, another 37 seconds. So we want to push as hard as we can and make as many gains as we can with his death. Looks like Kylan is still down as well. Syble being caught out by the blue team AD carry. Trying to make a habit of not calling the other team the enemy team, because it has a bad look. You know, it's bad for I just don't want to make us look bad like we see the other schools as enemies. We don't, but it's just a habit I have that I'm just trying to get out of. I'm trying to refer to them as their color, so that way I'm still using good information, but at the same time, yeah, I'm still struggling to get out of that. We secure mid-side inhibitor against blue team. Oh, Pantheon just right back in the action and just destroys Emma. Jacob just runs off with it. Can he get away? No, he cannot. Oh, nope, cannot get away. I didn't think so. That flash made it close, but now it's Kylan. Kylan just immediately going over the wall. He knew what was happening. All right. Oh, Kylan just doing a little bit of farming. They don't even know he's there. They have no idea. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get hit. Oh, and ults over the wall. They just can't keep up with him. He blast cones away, but there's no tower to stop him. They're just gonna walk around. Syble just trying to mage down all the minions, which is she's just gone. The mages do not have very powerful auto attacks, so they're not as good at clearing minions without their abilities. So it looked like Syble was just kind of autoing down the minions, and she was there way too long when the enemy team made a big push. Looks like they're going for it. They're going to end right here. They're taking down one of our Nexus towers. Let's see here what happens with this little fight. All right. Looks like we're able to back them off. Whew, I thought that was going to be the end for sure. Scion just going to go take our inhibitor for free. Oh, but looks like they're going to respond with a little bit of damage, and Scion does not survive, but he's about to reanimate and try to put a little extra damage on whoever he gets near. He is actually doing some damage right now. Kylan chasing down the team's Viego. All right. So it looks like Scion and Pantheon are currently still on respawn timers. What can we do with this? Oh, Kylan just taking just getting. Oh, who's gonna win this fight? I just gonna say Kylan. It was a tough walk away with that 2v1. Maybe in a 1v1 he could have taken it down. Oh, are they gonna secure an Elder Dragon? Kylan is currently dead, so there's no. Oh, okay. Our team secured an Elder Dragon. Can we turn it around with this? Okay. Now, this late in the game, the Elder Dragon it's a force to be reckoned with, and now the Pantheon doesn't have it anymore. So we have as much execute potential as the Pantheon, but he is fully built at this point with 18 kills, level 18. So can we use that Elder Dragon buff to our advantage? Now Kylan will not actually have it even when he respawns because he was dead during the acquisition of the buff. I do not believe he will have it upon his respawn, but the rest of our team should have it as long as they can stay alive and make good use of it. Oh, looks like blue team is looking to take the Baron. Most likely because we secured the Elder Dragon, they're going to take Baron. All right, they've already hopped in the pit. That was one of David's skills, giving them vision. They know they're taking it. Baron is down. This is going to be risky. So this is the reverse of what happened earlier. We have the Elder Dragon. They have the Baron buff. What is going to happen? Right. Oh, Pantheon ulting in on Syble, looking to delete her once again. Yep. All right, but what happens in response? Can Kylan take down the Pantheon? Oh, he's got his whole team there. Pantheon gets deleted. That's the power of the Elder Dragon buff. All right, with Pantheon gone, what kind of advantage can we push? We're sitting on the remnants of the Elder Dragon buff, and the Pantheon is down, but the Viego, he's not going to make it easy. Kylan just showing up. Kylan does not have the Elder Dragon buff, but he is our leading legend in terms of kills. So he can do he puts out the most damage, maybe second and only to David, perhaps. Oh, just a nasty fight in the mid lane, resulting in Viego's death, and I think Syble still doesn't respond. Viego and Seraphine both getting just deleted in there, making a big push down mid. Pantheon recovering. Oh no, Scion's not being answered, and oh no, the TP in from Scion taking the inhibitor. Wow, that was a close game. That could have gone either way. My goodness. Oh man. That was a close game indeed. My goodness. So Greenwood will take the first win, and we will move into the next set. I'll return in just a second. Let me check on the team and see what's going on for the next match. Be right back. All right. Hello and welcome back. So the other team, apparently 2 of their members are not able to compete at this time. They're not able to compete, so the other team just forfeited the match. So we take the win for week 5. That was definitely a winnable game. I wish we could have won it outright, but I mean, as my team has put it, a win's a win.
Thank you for watching Forest City eSports program.